YouTube. YouTube. What's poppin'? We back. You know what time it is. We doing another video. Got the exciting continuation of our PP Man's trading cars racing card game. Yum 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 yum. Hey. We got starter deck 15 Dragons of Courage, featuring the exciting return of Tai Kamiya, able to get a super quick, actually, really surprising, really exploding onto the board there, almost instantly winning the game, versus, in my opinion, one of the better performing decks, starter deck 16, Wolves of Friendship. The winner between these two matches, or maybe even this next match, if Dragons of Courage wins here, there'll be first to 2 wins, moves on in the series. We started all the way at starter deck 1. We're going all the way up the stack here. Yeah, so we did starter deck 1 versus starter deck 2. The winner stays on, and we've made it all the way to starter deck 15, winning the previous match against the advanced starter deck set Beelzeman. And now the next deck will be, it says EX4, Double Typhoon Cup Stamp Special, custom modified, actually. Yeah, starter deck 17 is next in line. Advanced deck set Double Typhoon, which we actually got some fun, crazy cards in here. Yeah, custom modified Lilyman BT14. Got the Mega Garglemans. Ooh, tons of Double Typhoon Cup Stamp Specials, actually. Yeah, there you go. Double Typhoon. The next deck in line, so yeah, first to 2 wins versus these two. We'll move on to face this deck here. That's what it looks like when it comes in the box. And before we get started, actually, we still got the cards set up. I want to see, or I think we want to see what was in the security stack, because we like to see what was in here, or what was going on, what we would have ran into if we actually got into here. And off the top, so there were 4 shields remaining. We had a defense training waiting for us, which this is one of the special promos, I'm pretty sure, from the starter decks. Super cool, shiny. Look at the cool graphics and designs, the special symbols on there. Yeah, so we have one of these, which we haven't seen that one yet. We got a Toy Agumon. The other Weed Gray Man. That's crazy. There's 2 of those in the deck. And then an Androman. Awesome. Perfect. Alright. Let's get our cards organized here in their respective piles. These are all eggs. Yep. All eggs. All eggs all day, baby. That's how we do it. Alright. Yeah, just pigged out. Had ourselves a nice little Halloween, Thanksgiving, Merry Holidays. Little holiday special treat before we go into hibernation here. Now I'm playing. Yeah, having us some nice little snacky snack, some foods after that previous video. And now we back. We doing the next or another video. Yep. Yep. Get our shuffle on real quick. And jam these in here. Ah, there we go. Yeah, nice. Get some off the top, put them on the bottom. Here we go. What do you guys think? Was that a good shuffle? I think that was good. That's pretty good. That's nice. And next up, got the Wolves of Friendship. Go ahead and get these shuffled up. Yeah, so Starter Deck 1 and Starter Deck 2 was actually, again, the same characters, or the main characters from the TV show, the cartoon of Digimon, Matt and Ty, right? And we saw the return in the Machine Black deck, and then the Venomous Violet deck, which pretty sure in our matches they were pretty even or close matches. However, I think Matt was able to secure both wins. I'm not sure. Pretty sure Matt won both times, which is crazy because it even worked out perfectly to where we actually got both of them to stay on to be able to face each other, which is crazy. All right, got our shuffle here. Yeah, we actually just had, we just got diabetes. That's what we did before this video. We actually got diabetes. We wasn't having a snack. We was not refueling or recharging up our batteries. Actually gave ourselves diabetes. Just playing. That's nothing to joke about, honestly. But anyways, get 5 off the top here for our opening hands. Very good. And let's see what we got going on. Ooh, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's beautiful. Perfect. Beautiful opening hand, and even got double Nightmans for the on-play effect. We're keeping that. That's nice. Not the best level 3 to start with, but it is a level 3. We cannot be too picky, and even better, it's a straight climb all the way to the top. Beautiful. Next up, let's get 5 over here. Ooh, there we go. Now we back with the magic touch, baby. We in the Matrix. Oh, talk about cards that we don't see too often. We got the Missed Memory boost, which actually, I think this card might be better in the advanced starter deck set, Beelzeman, which, funny enough, we were just talking about this. We said, I don't think that's the last we've seen of them. Beelzeman making an early exit, just like we predicted, but you know what? That's okay. They back. They here in spirit. They still with us. Hey, even got the Tapirmon. That's perfect. They're hilarious. We got the Bakemon, the Ghostmans in the back as well. Nah, that's hilarious. Yeah, I think this is the first time we actually drawing this card. Which, funny enough, this is the second match. But we only have one of these in here, right? We only have one of these in here. And then we also got, ooh, look at that. Super pretty. Wow. Purple Memory Boost. Now that's a cool card. Yeah, and we got 3 and 4. We got a 3 and a 4 and the Missed Memory Boost. Honestly, this is decent. This is a decent hand. We'll keep it. Alright, cool. Now we get our sealed set up here. Not too many. Oh, wow. 5. Again, 5. Now this boy crazy. That boy crazy. He doing magic. And another one? Nah, 3 in a row, baby. Sign him up. He on a different level. You have 5 shields or security cards here for player 2. Our purple Wolves of Friendship deck. And just like we like to do, winner stays on and winner goes first here. Dragons of Courage, black, winning the previous match. So they will be going first. Since they go first, they do not draw a card on the opening turn. And let's do it. Let the games begin. May the best deck win. All right. Dragons of Courage already up 1 win. They win this next match, they'll move on in the series. Go on to face Double Typhoon with Terrier Man. Let's see if they can do it here. Let's get a free Digivolve here. Digivolve for 0 on a level 2. On an egg, a black egg. So the background of the circle or the little piece of the pie right there is black on the edge of the circle. So on a black Digimans, we could Digivolve for free for 0. And we do get to draw a card. Hey, high five. High five, guys. Agumon! Yeah, we do get to draw every time we Digivolve. So we get to draw a card there. Very nice. And now we actually have a Tank Man. Or we could try to set up a early Digivolve next turn. Instead of getting to level 4 this turn and immediately passing the turnover once we cross over 0 onto player 1 side on the memory counter, we can actually set up an early play for a level 6 and play the raw Nightmon, skip the on-play effects since there's nothing on the board to use the effect on, and yeah, hopefully have enough memory to go straight to level 4 and swing on the same turn, or even crazier, pop this effect. In my opinion, this effect, you usually want to wait to use this effect. So let's get the Tank Man, especially since jamming is such a good effect. Yeah, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough here for purple. Let's see if they can do it. All right, here we go. Digivolve for 2. Move our memory counter up. Yeah, so every card has different numbers. On a level 3, it would cost 2 on a black card. So we draw for Digivolve. And another Tank Man. Very nice. Toy Agumon Digivolve 2 Tank Man. Change into digital champions 2. Save the digital world. Digimon. Alright, very good. We draw a card. Hey, we got the Pokemon. Nice. Very good card to get. Blocker. And, which actually, funny enough, Blocker doesn't work against jamming. So, it's okay. Still a very good card. Next card that they have doesn't have Blocker. We'll be able to use this with or on. So here we go. Let's go ahead and Digivolve for free. And we draw for Digivolve. Since we do go second, we did get to draw the Pokemon. Or we did get to draw a card at the beginning of our turn there. Yeah, since it is not the first turn. Whoever's going second, they do get to draw a card. And nice. Now we got a Pumpkemon. On play, we can play a purple level 3 from our trash without paying the cost. Very nice. So this is very interesting. What this sets up now is that we actually want to keep this as a level 3 over here. Use the draw effect on the egg from the inherited effect. And then set this Mara Man to actually go full kamikaze mode. Guns a-blazing. Or the on deletion effect here. So we can actually play this for 5 instead of digivolving to draw cards, since we actually have a lot of cards that let us draw. See trash top 2 and draw 1. And then this also purple memory boost, reveal top 4. Reveal top 4, add a purple Digimon. So we actually have some other ways to draw cards in our hand. And now we can actually see what this deck is really made of, what kind of combos they got going on. So we're actually going to play the Mara Man straight up on the board here, and now get a little bit of a body advantage or a board advantage in numbers. So here we go. We go from 2 to 3. Since we play this for 5, we can play it on the main board for 5 memory. And we got a Mara Man. Flame on. Let's go. Next up. Yeah, Ashka want to burn. Let's do it. We got Dragons of Courage, since there are no effects to resolve or to activate. And we have crossed over 0 to player 2 side on the memory counter. It is our turn. We now draw for the beginning of our turn. We get a Gray Man. Ooh, we looking super cool. We shiny on them. Nice. Heck yeah. We want to move up out of the breeding area with the Tankmon here. since Tankmon has jamming, just like we were saying before, jamming, this Digimon can't be deleted in battles against security Digimon. So, since we played this the previous turn, and they moved out of the breeding area this turn for our breeding phase, we're allowed to swing, so we're going to go ahead and turn them sideways to declare our move to the security stack. And here we go. Check one card. Ooh, and perfect! This is a perfect example. Yeah, so now we compare the numbers, usually, but since we have jamming, and we survive. So 7,000, that's not a problem for 6,000 points because we have jamming. So usually if that didn't have jamming, Tankman would have been knocked out there. Very cool. Awesome. Ooh, and now a little bit of a funny situation here. We can actually trigger our Nightmon here. So Merriman, oh buddy, he wakes up and he looks at himself in the mirror every day. Oh man, this is funny. Yeah, I was hoping that we would be able to swing with the Mirror Man, but looks like the deck is stacked today and maybe in the Dragons of Courage favor. Looks like Agumon doing it big. Taikamiya, yeah, even in the hyperbolic time chamber, he was preparing for this. Yeah, I think we're gonna play actually the Nightman Raw here for 6 for a level 5. On play, delete one of our opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 5 or less. Oh no, disaster strikes. Yeah, Grayman said it's his time to shine. Ooh, uh-oh, watch out. So we go from 3 to 3 memory here. And now Merriman explodes. However, on deletion, gain 1 memory. So they get deleted, but they also get an additional memory, an extra memory there. Very nice. And now we are back to Purple's turn. Here we go. We draw a card. Oh, Lament of Friendship. And now Matt is pooping in their pants. They got that explosive diarrhea cancer. They got diarrhea cancer in their brain. That's why they look like that. It's okay. It's non-lethal or non-fatal. He just got really, really bad bubble guts. He pooping. He pooping inside of his pants. And he can't stop pooping. That's why he looks like that. So, yeah, especially after that Merriman play, he wanted to see Big Man run into the security stack, or at least into the Tank Man. Alright. Now we're going to move up with the Elect Man here. I think that's what we want to do. Yeah, because the blocker is not big enough to stop the Tank Man, and even if it was, again, same thing. The Tank Man, that is crazy. This level 5 Nightmon, it only costs 6 for a 7k body with that crazy effect. Nightman absolutely going crazy, crazy. Unbelievable. Yeah, so yeah, we wanna use this Pumpkinmon's effect to try to bring back a level 3. Or we could use a Baldy Blow right now, actually. Baldy Blow and the Pumpkinmon would be nice. So here we go. How many cards do we have? We have 6. And when attacking, so this is why we set this up like this. When attacking, if we have 6 or fewer cards in our hand, we can draw 1 with our egg. So absolutely awesome setup here that we got going on. Yeah, perfect. So let's go ahead and turn them sideways here to declare our move into their shields. And, oh, barely running into 2,000 points. So, actually, what we wanted, kind of. So, they go over there. Yeah, see, now we get to see what happens when we don't have jamming. So, since the numbers matched up or it was even, they both explode there, and they're going home. And now we get to draw a card as well from our egg effect. And we get another Bakemon. Perfect. Very good. Very nice. Next up, we're going to actually Baldy Blow because they're exactly at a level 5. So main delete one of our opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon. So HawooOoO Man, they coming back with a vengeance. Nah, they said they know what happened. They saw. So we're actually gonna use the Baldy Blow here on the Nightman. Yeah, we don't want them to let them Digivolve into level 6. So we pay 4 for that. We go to 0. It is still our turn since we're at 0 memory still. Very nice. All of the effects on the Baldy Blow are now completed. So we go ahead and put that in our discard pile. Now we play a Pumpkinmon, I think. Yeah, we want to play the Pumpkin Man. You guys can't see him. He's the Pumpkin Man. And awesome, really cool effect on the Pumpkin Man. We may play a purple level 3 Digimon from our trash without paying the cost. So here we go. Pay 6 for this. We go from 0 to 6 memory. And now something really cool happens. Something really cool. So we only have 1 level 3 in our trash. And now look at this. On play, draw 1 card, then trash a card. How cool is that? So, since this card says we get to play the purple level 3, we actually get this special effect from the on play effect. So we get to draw 1 for playing the Electman raw or straight onto the board. We get to draw a card. Hey, we get more fuel. We get exactly what we wanted for our egg next turn. We get a Tapir Man. Very nice. And we also get... Oh, oops. Now we have to trash something. My bad. Oopsies. The Lament of Friendship. That might be a nice one to trash. It is also very good for combos, though. It is also very good for combos. Trash top 2 and draw 1, and then gain 2 memory. Missed memory boost. Or purple memory boost. Reveal top 4 and add a purple Digimon. You know, I think revealing top 4 is a better effect. So we're gonna trash the missed memory boost here. Yeah, because this lets us choose instead of just trashing cards. Maybe if we had a Matt Ishida Tamer to combo the effect with of trashing and then gaining a memory, then that missed memory boost would stay in our hand, and I think we would have trashed this instead. It's if the Tamer was out, then that would actually be the better card to keep was the missed memory boost, but we don't have the Tamer to combo with now, so we're at 6 memory now on black side. We unsuspend for our unsuspend phase. We draw a card for our draw phase. Very nice. And we get an Androman. Uh-oh. And now we're running into a little bit of a funny situation. We don't have any level 3s. We don't have any level 3s for our eggs here. So, actually, funny enough, that's okay. Because our hand is looking pretty nice right here. Let's see, what does this say? Unsuspend one of our Digimon? Then one of our Digimon with Greymon in its name isn't affected by effects of our opponent's Digimon. Oh no, we can actually swing twice with Tankmon with this. We can actually swing twice. So, we got an interesting decision to make here. If we pay 4, we would go to 2, and then... Can we play the Nightmon? We can still play the Nightmon, actually. Yeah, let's get the combo now. Let's get our jamming combo now, I think. Let's try to do this. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Usually this deck doesn't do this, but we're getting super crazy lucky here. All right, we're going to swing once with Tankman with jamming, 6K. And we get 5K blocker, no problem. We live in. Yeah, so even though jamming lets us survive against Digimon, if we run into an option card with an effect that would delete a Digimon, then it would actually work on a card with jamming. Jamming only stops Digimon battles from deleting the jamming card, right? Option effects still trigger, and they still work on jamming cards. So, very nice. And that's only in the security. Don't forget, it's not in regular battles. If something with 7k runs into this guy, or 6k runs into this guy, then this guy actually explodes. Okay, now we're gonna Breakthrough of Courage. Main, unsuspend one of our Digimon, then one of our Digimon Greymon, and its name is infected by effects of opponent's Digimon. So we get to unsuspend for 4. We go from 6 to 2. We unsuspend Tank Man here. And now we're going to suspend them again to declare a move to their shields. 1 check, 6,000 with jamming. And oh, we getting lucky. Only 2k. Very nice. Jamming going crazy. 6k is actually the magic number here. Yeah, it's so funny. We were so cringed out by the idea of swinging for 6k with Angewomon, which, funny enough, that was against Beelzeman. So Beelzeman has all kinds of gigantic cards in their deck. So actually 6k is not that crazy versus the Beelzeman. And now we're gonna, I think we're just gonna, yeah, Nightmon their Elecmon for 6. I think that'll be fine. Actually. Yeah, we could have actually high Andromon to get rid of the level 5, but if they get a level 6 out, we're not too worried because they only have two security cards remaining versus our 4. We have 4, right? Yeah, we have 4. And we get double swings in with the Breakthrough of Courage here. High 5. Alright, so yep. We're going to play another Nightman here. Nightman putting in the most excellent, the finest of works. So we go from 2 to 4 for a play cost of 6. And we delete a Digimon with a cost of 5 or less. Elecmon costs 3 to play. So, bye-bye. And now we're back to... Oops. That's not... Oh, these are the cards right here. This is... Yep. There's our hand. Alright, here we go. Go ahead and we draw for the beginning of our turn, and we get a Baldy Blue. Very good. We also get to pop an egg for our breeding phase. Oh, oops. We didn't mix up the eggs, but you know what? That's fine. That's fine. We get a Yammon. We get a free Digivolve for Tapirmon. And it's a return of Mirror Man. Mirror Man's back. Very cool. Okay, and now we got a really funny decision to make here. Pumpkin Man can go into their shields, into their security stack. We can also draw for 2. We can Digivolve and then actually set up Retaliation, which will be really cool. Yeah, and then actually try to get to level 6 with this guy. That would be nice. Or we can Baldy Blow again. We can actually just straight Baldy Blow and clear up the board. That'll be nice. I think that'll be the play, actually. But if we do that, maybe we Mirror Man. Oh, we could Bakemon, actually, to get the Retaliation on here. Having a bigger Digimon egg is not that big of a priority right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to swing with Pumpkin Man. And we're going to take out the Tank Man because jamming is too good. Jamming's really crazy. So we take out the Tank Man since we do have 7,000 points versus 6,000. Well, we live there. And now I think we Baldy Blow. Yeah. Since it is hitting at level 5, that is the perfect number. Or the highest level Digimon we can get with that. So, yep, level 5. We Baldy Blow. Again, delete one of our opponent's level 5 or lower Digimans. Baldy Blow. Very good. For 4 memory. And now, we can actually play the Mirror Man raw on the board, because on deletion, they'll give us 1 memory. So that'll mess with our opponent's board or memory. Or we can actually play the Bakimon to give us a blocker, an extra body for 4. And they are cheaper, which would be nice. Oh, we can Digivolve as well. We can Digivolve and draw some cards. Very interesting plays. I talk about drawing cards. We could Purple Memory Boost, which lets us search the top 4. So, main, reveal top 4 cards of our deck, add a purple Digimon. And then we gain 2 memory the turn after we play this if we trash this card, which actually helps us get some really cool combos off, being able to boost our memory or gain an additional 2 memory. Well, we could actually keep this on the board. We don't have to activate that right away. But yeah, after the first turn that you play that, you can use the delay effect on the second turn or after. So let's see. The second turn of playing the card, after playing the card, right? Not the second turn of the game. Very interesting. Let's try to rush them down. I think that'll be fun. We have a bunch of level 4s here. Let's set up the Mirror Man. Here we go. We already saw 2 Nightman, so for them to have another Nightman would be hilarious. So we go from 0 to 5. Very good. It is now the black deck's turn here. So we draw for the beginning of our turn. Uh-oh! And we're running into a level 4. And now it is officially the next turn. There was no Gray Man anyways. So that card's effects are all done. So they go to the discard pile now. And still no level 3, so we are at 5 memory? Really? Ooh, that's really nice. We could actually just play the big dog. Could set up a blocker. Yeah, that'll be a nightmare for them, actually, having such a gigantic blocker. We could also set up a Tank Man with jamming and a Mecha Norimon, which will actually let us score another 2 points if they're not able to block us, which would be nice. However, they do have a Tapirmon in the wings waiting. They might be able to get the retaliation off if they can Digivolve with the inherited effect. Very interesting play or situation here. We can also actually get another level 5. We can just go straight to level 5 with Reboot. So we could get the blocker off and then actually try to trigger this deletion on Digivolve for a play cost of 8 or less on one of their Digimons. Yeah, so even though it's so nice to be able to get the de-Digivolve when Digivolving effect on this guy, he does have Reboot inherited, and then we would be able to trigger the Digivolve if we can get it. The blocker right now, not looking too crazy, because it's only 5k, and we do have 4 life. Even though they actually do have three bodies on the board. Yeah, we could go full offense mode, or we could just throw the big guy at him. The problem with this would be is that it would give them 6 memory because we're at 5 memory right now. So they would start the turn at 6 memory, giving them lots of options or combos, a lot of memory to play with, bunch of mana. Yeah, I think it might be okay actually to set them to 4 instead of 6. So we wanna match their tempo or their speed here and flood the board with 2 level 4s. So we're going Zoo style here. So we play Tank Man for 5 raw, and we're gonna play a Mecha Norimon also for 4 raw straight onto the main board. Here we go. So that costs 4, and we're back to purple. 4 memory. Here we go. We draw. Oh, hold on. We unsuspend first for our unsuspend phase before our draw phase. Very good. And yeah, so we stand back. We stand up the pumpkin man, and now we draw for our draw. Oh, we hitting it big. Nah, this is crazy. The big dog has come to play. Nah, he's back. All right, let's move the Tapirmon up here because we do have blockers that we can set up. We do got some blockers, and now what do we do first? So this guy has a when attacking effect. Which Mirror Man has the on deletion effect. However, this guy can swing twice, alright? He can swing twice. When attacking, we can trash a card and unsuspend him. So, would be really nice to get the on deletion effect of Meramon, but now we actually have a HawooOoO man, so maybe our plans change a little bit here. We are at 4 memory, okay. Yeah, let's swing first with Pumpkin Man. I think that'll be correct. We're gonna swing first with Pumpkin Man, try to score some points. Oh, buddy! And they get a memory setter. Okay, this changes things a little bit. Very nice. Kai showing up. Nice, throw your hands up. Get loose in the club. We gonna tear the party up. Now, what we gonna do next? Now, Johnny Richter said it's time to get a new whip, new hat. Get a limo, get a tat. Get a new tat. Get a limo, get some chicks. Get a new tattoo, a new nickname, get the heck out the way. Tai Kamiya is back in the game. Yeah, so security effect popping. We get to play this card without paying the cost. So yeah, all of a sudden, Digivolving actually as Bakemon. Maybe we want to play it raw now instead of Digivolving. So drawing cards really not our problem here. It's not that bad. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 9 cards. Oh, we're barely one short of Yamon's extra plus 2k DP effect there. Oh, you know what? But when we Digivolve, we're gonna Digivolve. Hold on. We Digivolve here. We draw a card for Digivolve. And we got a Tapirmon. Very nice. We go to 1 memory because it costs 3 to Digivolve from 4 to 1. Very good. And now we can swing with HawooOoO Man when attacking once per turn. By trashing a card, we can unsuspend. However, we want to make sure that our attack goes through first and we survive. So let's check it out. Here we go. 1 check, 8k. Hey, we're living. Very good. Clear HawooOoO Man. Very good. Good that we didn't swing with the Tapirmon first. And now we can trash a card. Trashing the Lament of Friendship here might be okay. We're gonna trash this. No more bubble guts for Max. He's feeling good now. We're HawooOoO Man here to play. So yeah, we trash the card. We stand back up, and we going back to their security stack. We're gonna suspend again, since we're allowed to unsuspend after we trash that card there. And now I think we really getting to see how well this deck can perform, how good it is. Yeah, we were talking all this nonsense before about all the memories we have of playing this deck and how well it does. And all of a sudden, Ty blasting onto that scene the first game, absolutely blowing them straight out the water with that instant win, basically. Yeah, so, yep. We're going to for some Scooby snacks here in the shields. Let's get it. Oh, baby! And we getting lucky. Activate this card's main effect, security effect. Unsuspend one of our Digimon, then one of our Digimon Greymon isn't affected by effects of our opponent's Digimon. Okay, and there's nothing to unsuspend, so that's a free check right there. Boom. Getting lucky there. And now, I think we have 10 cards. We have 10 cards in the 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. We have the eggs in a separate stack. So it's easier to find the eggs and get them in the right piles. Very good. Nice. This is perfect. And now Tapirmon. Tapirmon has a Yammon egg with the inherited. So anything below the top card, we get the special effect on here on the bottom. That's why we stack them like this. So Yammon says, the egg, while there are 10 or more cards in our trash, this Digimon gets plus 2k. And we got 10, baby. We got exactly 10. Let's go. Yeah, one card remains. One card remains. Nah, Matt doing it big. They holding on here. We're gonna swing. I think we're gonna swing here. Yeah, we're going for it. We get the last card here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Security. Security alert. Security effect. Security. Digivolve 3, one of our opponent's Digimon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Digivolve 3. So we can't go past level 3. So Tapirmon is unaffected. They're safe. Now, and the big metal gray man coming out to play. It's so funny. The previous games, the previous match with Beelzeman, we found all the trident arms both times. It was so crazy. It was looking real fake. Yeah, so now, actually, yeah, we get to... Woo! HawooOoO, man, heading back home. They got all their Scooby snacks. They filled up on their treats. So, it's okay. We still got Mirror Man. Very good. Very good. Alright. Let's get our hand here. Oh, wait, hold on. It ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. We ain't done yet, baby. Now, actually, since they got the memory setter, at the start of their turn, if they have 2 or fewer memory, they set it to 3, right? So, crazy thing, instead of getting the retaliation inherited effect on the Tapirmon, we're going to set up a blocker straight on the board without the Digivolve for 4. So, we're returning the favor here. And we showing the Dragons of Courage how it's really done, how to flood the board for real, for real. Now they're gonna need some kind of special magics, or some kind of tricks, some secret techniques here to be able to deal with this one. All right, we have 3 memory. All our Digimon are upright. We draw. Hey! And all of a sudden, Ty is showing up and he's reevaluating his life here. He's like, what the heck is happening? How did this happen? I don't know, Ty. What happened, buddy? We do have a blocker. It's not over yet. It's not over yet, actually. We do have a blocker. We have a Gray Man blocker. Yeah, not able to find any level 3s this match. Very interesting. Such a great opener it looked like, with both of the Nightmons able to get max value, basically. Finding all their targets with the on-play effects. Knocking things out before they were even allowed to play. And... yeah, the Wolves of Friendship just swinging back. Finding all the right plays and all the right moves. This is looking a little crazy. What can we do? What do we do from here? Where do we go? What is the correct move or correct play? What do we do? How do we win this? Let's see. We do have a blocker. We do have a blocker. We do have a Digivolve, which will not Digivolve anything, since the Pokemon came out as their own Digiman instead of a Digivolve. Let's see. When an attack target's switched, we can draw and get plus 2k. Okay. So we can do that. What kind of plays can we make here? We can swing to their security stack. We can't go to the security stack right now. However, yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. Can swing and go into the security stack, except I don't think that's the correct play, because they would still be at 0 shields when we would be left with 0 shields as well, and they have a full board. So, what we do now? So blocker or jamming is unaffected by blocker, right? So they can't block the jamming. We can swing and go for the Meramon. However, that might be incorrect. The Meramon will give them 1 memory. So I think we take out the Tapirmon with this. We don't want them to get the retaliation effect. So we're going to take out the Tapirmon with this. They can't stop it. Ooh, you know what? If we Digivolve, though, it would give us a bigger guy to be able to do more damage. So we swing, we take that out. We could have also collided with the Meramon. However, I don't think that is the correct play. Oh, is there any way for us to get 2 blockers out? We have 3 memory. This guy's level 4. No, we can't. We can't. We have 3 memory. Maybe we should have got the huge blocker out earlier. Maybe. I think that was actually the correct play. Oh, wow. We really wanted this 1 Digivolving effect, but there was no way to know that this was going to happen. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, I was looking so good for Dragons of Courage for Ty here. But all of a sudden, everything changed. And now, we can Digivolve. We can Digivolve, take out a big guy. Ooh, we would have Reboot. We would have Reboot, but we wouldn't have Blocker. Yeah, if there was only a way for us to get 2 blockers out. If there was only a way for us to get 2 blockers out. Oh, man. Yeah, the Reboot with Blocker play might have been actually the correct move, especially since this gave us the biggest guy. How crazy. We thought for sure that this was Dragon's game here to win for Ty. Oh, man. They don't even have to block, but they can block, so I think it's actually correct. We're gonna swing to their shields. They will block. So Bakemon suspends to block. However, they both have 5k. So both farting on each other's faces there. And blocker when Digivolving. Absolutely crazy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yep. We're just gonna play the Gray Man here. Gonna play the Gray Man for 6. Go from 3 to 3. And it is now the Wolves of Friendship turn here. We draw. And it's Goku! The sticks and stones. Right? The Kakarot is the core and the rocks. He has the rod to heaven. We Digivolve with the Tapirmon. Non-stop, Mimi Nightmare. Beep, 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 beep. Get a free draw. Ooh, and the big dog. We find in the big dog. Which actually we forgot to unsuspend at the beginning of our turn. It's alright. We unsuspend. And we swing with the Mirror Man. And they can block. So they block 6 to 5k. However, they have the tie. When an attack target is switched by suspending this tamer, draw 1. And we also get plus 2k until the end of the turn. So now that it's 7k, Mirror Man explodes. They go up to 4 memory. And they draw a card. Hey! And now they got the Digivice. Now they're powering up. They don't play it though. But I mean, you can see right there. Custom modified. FT2 Taikomiya. You have to add that to the hand. No shields remain for Dragons of Courage. Pumpkin Man swings, and they win the game. GG's. Absolutely incredible. Matt Ishida able to regroup after that incredible opener. Absolutely unbelievable starting hand in game from Dragons of Courage. Wolves of Friendship pulling it back, keeping their composure, never giving up. Absolutely amazing. Incredible play. Let's check out what was in the shields here. Alright, so we have 2 shields remaining. And what do we get? Ooh, HawooOoO! Yeah, we're Guru Man. Showing us how it's done. Able to get off the crazy combo this time. And then also, hey, talk about crazy cards we don't see too often. We got the Shoo Man. That guy's my favorite. He's so happy and he just lives in a shoe. How fun is that? He's like a little mouse or something. And wisdom training. How fun. Very cool. Yeah, beautiful card. Love the art and the design on there. And the shiny and the texture. Like the glitter style. That's awesome. Super cool. Yep. Game 2 goes to Wolves of Friendship, purple deck. Starter deck 16. Both decks tied up 1-1. Next game. Their next winner of the next game. We'll move on in the series to face the next deck in line. Starter deck 17 with Gumi Man. Now, is he on the tablet? No, that's a book, huh? Oh, they reading all kinds of books. I was about to say, really? That guy's on... that guy knows how to use the internet? Yeah, and they'll be able to check out what's going on with Gargamans and Lapidmon. Ooh, crazy full art. Ooh, look at them lightning bolts, them zigzags in the back. Crazy. GG's. Get forwarded on. Now it's time to upload these videos. Actually gonna upload both of these at the same time, I think. Gonna see what that's like. That'll be fun. And then is it time to play some games? Time to have some fun? What do you guys think? Time to exercise? Time for some more snacky snacks? Time for a nap? Time to go into a coma? Time to have a diabetic coma? Time to, what are you guys doing? Doing drugs? You guys having fun? I think that's the correct answer. It's time to have fun, right? And be nice, guys, right? All right.